Hi, Rosa. How are you?
Hey, Klaus. Good morning. How are you?
Hi. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, Rosa, we all, as normally you will say good morning, good morning, good morning, you know, the whole, but Klaus, you know, we were already starting, so to say.
Beautiful.
Perfection.
Beautiful. Just continue. I will
So,
enjoy my dinner and listen to you. Maybe, sweetheart, you can put the gallery modus with the recording. I have no clue if this is going to work out otherwise afterwards. So if you put the gallery modus so that we are all there,
well,
Okay.
maybe
I see all of you already here.
beautiful. Then it's great.
So,
Good.
so Klaus and me were talking. Klaus was saying, well, my English is not so good, so I hope we can keep it simple. I said, well, yeah, that's it already.
Exactly. It's
Yes,
always
yes.
simple.
It's already simply not wanting to be complicated is already this. So yeah, what to say, Klaus? Not many words. You know, it's funny because you were commenting on the Facebook on a post, and I was like,
Yes.
what? What is this? Who is this? Who is this Klaus over there? You know, it's the words, you know, boom, it's just this. I was, whoa, that's, yeah, beautiful. So there was an interest, you know. I have to talk to this beautiful guy from Italy,
From
and
Italy?
Yes.
Are you in
Italy.
Italy, Klaus?
Yes, yes. I am here in Italy. It's a very, it's 19. It's
7 p.m.
but yes, yes. And I was at work. I just arrived at home. It's about 1 hour, and then I
All right.
just sat on the sofa waiting for this Zoom meeting.
Beautiful. Thank you guys for having me here. I will enjoy the story. So
My
what's the
pleasure.
story? What's the story, Morning Glory? Do you want to share the story?
You mean about my experience?
Yeah, maybe with seeking, not seeking, listening to
Oh yeah, yeah,
non-duality.
yeah, yeah. I was in the Buddhism for about 25 years here in Italy. There is a well-known community near Pisa, which is almost Tibetan Buddhism.
Mhm.
And I was with a Lama for about 25 years. And then I studied there in the institute near Pisa. The name of the village is Pomaya.
Mhm.
And they have monks and nuns and the possibility to study the Tibetan Buddhism just by going there like a university, like a campus. It's the
Wow.
same thing. Of
Okay.
course, you have to be one of them. You have to be in the Sangha. You have to pay a little bit for the lessons. So I was there and I was initiated with two deities, you can call them this way. And during the years, for some unknown reason, I started to listen to non-dual teachings coming from the Advaita Vedanta school. And so I started reading Nisargadatta Maharaj, Sri Ramana Maharaj, and many others, Ramesh Balsekar, and many others.
Oh, the famous one. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, the traditional ones. But
Klaus, what was the drive behind this? Was it kind of a suffering thing or just
yes,
curiosity?
of course, suffering, because I went to the Buddhism because there was the end of a relationship that brought me there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in search of some fulfillment. I was about, I don't remember, maybe about 20. So I decided to heal myself by going there to the Buddhists. But then once I was in the search, I was not able to came out anymore, because you are like inside of the tornado, you know, you are just caught.
It's kind of
from the
addiction thing.
search.
It's a loop. It's a loop.
Yeah, it's a loop. It's a loop. And then I moved from Buddhism to Advaita Vedanta, but it was like painful, because I spent years in trying to be the witness, you know.
I know. I fucking know, man. This is such a shit. A beautiful shit. A beautiful shit.
Yeah.
But then in the end, I realized that there is a deep contradiction in this kind of approach, because if you are talking about one, and then in the same time you teach people that there is a witness of something material on the other side, then it's pure duality.
Oh,
So
even if you say that on the other side is something which is not material, this is also pure duality.
okay, the same. So more lately, I just saw some video on the YouTube, and they were talking about radical non-duality.
Yeah.
And from that very moment, I remember one night I was thinking like very deep inside of myself, trying to find an answer or something very specific to get to the finish line, to come out from the search, or to have some final result. But suddenly I realized that when I was just deep inside, there was like an inner dialogue between me and myself, you know, and that it was all made up. It was made of words, but words are learned in family or in school or in society. So there is not a real me talking to himself, because this so-called me is not existent at all. And that was, you can call it my realization, but there is no one to be realized, because there is no one at all inside here to be the subject, or to be the witness, or to be the one who knows, or to be the one who makes some direct experience. And so from that very moment, it was all just this. So no matter what,
Simple.
if you feel not centered, it's just this. If you feel depressed or unbalanced, it's just this. It's like booming energy, like it's written here in your channel. It's like booming energy. Everything is this. Even the finger that points to this is made of this. Even if you feel joyful, great, or not very good, or wrong somehow, you can feel everything, but it's just this.
And there is even no need to put a label on this booming whatsoever. No matter if it's fear or joy, it's the same.
Yes.
It's just what it is. No names are needed, but all the names are it too, of course.
Yes. Or words.
Mm-hmm. And giving it a name or not, or saying it's not needed, is this already?
Oh yes.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
There's just no, you know, and saying it doesn't matter or it matters, it's just this.
Yes.
No escape. No escape.
Yeah, saying the suggestion that there is just this is already just this.
Beautiful. Claus, beautiful story in a nutshell. Put in a nutshell, loved it. Yeah, it was kind of also here like this playing out, but of course other circumstances, you know. And yeah, it was quite similar in a way. Like you're telling your story, you're telling my story in a way. No difference. Beautiful.
Yeah. Then, of course, for some reason, there is this need to communicate, to share this experience. And that's why I started to make some video on my YouTube channel, which is in Italian, because I speak more Italian, of course. And I try
Italiano, Italiano.
and so I have this, we make these videos and we interact with people.
Cool.
And we try to, you know, there is no a specific topic, there is not a goal, but just this will to communicate arises spontaneously. And so we talk, we make videos, we make questions and answers, or just comments.
Beautiful.
Someone appreciate, someone send me to hell. It depends on the mood of the moment.
Yeah, of course. It's all innocently appearing to happen. There's nobody sending Klaus to hell or thinking or wishing he is in hell already.
Yes, yes.
So what is coming
Right.
up here, Klaus? Is there still contact with the Buddhists from before?
Yeah, I go there often, but just to take a cup of coffee, to walk in the woods. No more prayers, no more devotion, no more, lessons. No more. There is no, a lot of stuff just went away since that moment that I was telling you before.
Yes.
So there is no need anymore to be devotee of some, I don't know, some Lama or Guru or Rinpoche. There is no need at all to be a Buddhist. Even being a Buddhist is a label. There is no need to search. There is much more like this will to celebrate, share, drink together, have fun. It's more like that now.
Mm? Yeah.
Full on.
In fact, here I have a glass of red wine. This is from Tuscany.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers, my dear. Enjoy. So I have the food, you have the wine. What a perfection.
Good.
Yeah, beautiful. This is a celebration for no one.
Yeah.
A beautiful life celebrating itself,
Yes, yes.
no matter
And
how.
I like somehow to put it in these words because I studied psychology for years at university, but I never was a psychologist because I am too lazy to do the profession. So I just I have knowledge about this graduation in psychology, but sometimes now when I make my videos, I prefer to put some element from psychology because I just like to, in a certain way, to show off or try to explain that it's the brain who makes this sense of being a subject.
This abstraction, this function of being able to abstract things.
Yes, it's this function to be able to separate thing, label thing, or create a sense of subjectivity, which it could be the doer or the knower or the subject. This is all brain activity. That's why I appreciate the message of non-duality when it's spoken by one of your guests, I guess, Michael Markham, that you had there here on the Zoom sometimes, I don't know, maybe 1 month ago or 2 months ago. Michael Markham from I think he's from the United States.
Yes.
Yeah, and he puts the thing, the subject, in a way that I appreciate a lot, because he mentioned the brain, the role of the brain on this fabrication, which is the me, the sense of me.
Well, making it logical and making the brain the center of the universe is this too. It's just simply what seems to be happening.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like very logical. There's no me, and it's not God, so it's the brain. Well, thinking it's the
Yeah.
brain and saying it's the brain is this already. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, no one knows if it's the brain or what is a brain, you know? What is a brain?
Of course, no one knows what is the brain. It is only a logical explanation that can be used to communicate a concept. But whatever is the explanation, no matter if it is wrong or right, it's always this.
Yes. Beautiful.
So these are just words. In the end, we are just chatting like barking dogs.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
about nothing. It's about nothing. Here is
Yeah.
nothing
It's about
to get.
nothing.
Here is no need of getting anything. There is no truth to be gotten, maybe, you know, when you think I can get something which is true, more real, leading me more to the truth. This simply is not there. So this is really just blah 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 blah.
Barking dogs, as I said before, and gurus, the so-called real gurus, those who think they know, in the end, it's the same stuff. It's just this, playing the role of realized masters.
Yes, it's innocently, you know, it's empty. There's already no one playing any role or no role to begin with. It's just words. It's just like you said, barking dogs. And or music, you know, and one type of music, maybe there's a law for one type of music, and there's not a law for another type of music. And there's already no one singing and no one liking the tune or the music. There's no one barking, there's just barking. There's just blabby blabby bloop, and the liking of it or the not liking is innocently happening as the barking or the singing, you know? And so it doesn't matter, it's all the same. Saying it's the brain or it's all energy or it's all this is already just this. It doesn't matter.
Yes. Or Brahman or the universe or the, I don't know what.
Yes, you can give it any name you want. Brahman, Atman, Paratman, Parabrahman. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change. It's still just this. So even calling this is just another label, so to say.
Yes.
Klaus, even in, maybe you remember the time when you were searching or I was searching. Even this was this already.
Oh yes.
Full on
Yes.
searching, full on thinking that shit, here's something wrong, here's something lacking, I have to get something, you know, just this perfection already, this never not this, there was never a missing puzzle piece in this, everything is this already.
Yes, we can also say it's not possible not to be realized, because whatever you think you do, it's always this. So there is no escape from this. It's impossible not to be this.
Yeah.
So we are all realized as non-existent subjects.
Yeah. Yes, but you know, it gives the idea that, well, yeah, I want to get that too then, you know, which is this too.
Oh yes.
You know, the longing to see it that way, you know, it's inescapable. Thinking that there is something, you know, because of maybe the story there, which seems to have happened, like going to a Buddhist monastery, reading books. That's why Klaus is seeing this, you know. So it's a process.
Oh, yes.
That's it too. Thinking there is something which has happened, a before and after.
Mhm.
So sitting and talking here is the result of something which has done, which has happened.
Mhm.
Klaus,
Yeah,
what
but
would
there
you
is no
say?
evidence. There is
What
no
would you say?
evidence.
There is no
Sorry,
evidence.
ladies first. Come on. What would you say about this unhappening? So in a way, it's the same. It was never not this.
Yeah,
It was always this ordinary whatsoever.
of course.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. What is? Is there something different now?
From when? It's always like now.
What does this mean? It's always like now.
There is this and an idea emerging from this, like arising from this about the past, the process, the Buddhism, the going to an institute to learn Buddhism, to be the disciple of a guru or a lama. These are words arising now like this, in this.
Empty words.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Empty memories.
Oh yeah, they never happened.
Does this happen here?
Yeah, this is all that there is.
Cheers.
It's finished because my wife just gave me this much of wine.
No more, no more allowed.
No more
That's it?
allowed. No, because I am oversized, overweight. What do you say? I am too
Okay.
big.
You're too big.
Too heavy.
You're too big.
You know, yeah, being limited because there's an idea that you are too heavy is this too.
Yes.
And trying to limit this is this already. And
Yes.
trying to make this more free is this too. There's no difference.
Oh yeah, sure, sure. Totally agree. Yes. And I really like the way you say it in your videos, in your channel, when we can see this beautiful landscape with snow and ice and the dogs, and you making a hole in the ice just to fish a fish. And then there is a beautiful video when you say even fishing is just this.
Yes. What is
Very,
more, right?
very direct, powerful.
Very beautiful. Beautiful, Klaus, that you say. I cannot point to this often enough, because this is so beautiful. So over and over again, it's just this, it's so beautiful.
And
When I first heard him, because he had no YouTube channel and no videos, he simply did one, just and sent one to me, and I was like, wow, boom, you have to do more, also because of the landscape there. So
Yeah. But
art.
I appreciate also the way of giving the message, because it's very unique. It's very direct. It's very, not so many words, not so many explanation, not so theories or philosophy, just the direct experience of this.
yes,
And also the repeating of the hammering
Beautiful.
on the word this this again. Everything is happening now, even if you feel uncomfortable. Is this? It's very powerful as a message.
Beautiful. The same. I sense the same here. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a beauty. It's a beauty, Zanderlindchen. It's a beauty, but there is no Zanderlindchen.
Yes, you know, that's the whole funny thing. It's just dissing, so to say. So dissing, but you know, catching a fish is as much this as taking a nip of wine and having a big smile.
Oh, yes, yes, of course.
So this
Clear.
is directness, you know?
Mhm.
And it's always what you are saying, you know, feeling even the, this cannot be it. Is this?
Yes,
You know,
yes.
scratching your eyes out and trying to get it.
I have to interrupt you, sweetheart. I totally remember when this I was playing here like a practice, because the message was heard. This clear the last thing I resonated with was the most uncompromising message. I loved it. I loved it. The more simple it is, the more I love it. The more resonance was there. Because I simply fell in love with simplicity when I was younger, teenager. And
Okay.
but I did not knew what this is, simplicity. But it was an instinct, naturally so. And if you have asked me if I knew Zanderlindchen as a teenager, I would have said the way he is putting this is simplicity, you know?
Yeah.
This is simplicity without knowing anything about non-duality, the concept of non-duality, of not two. I would directly say this is it. And this is beyond knowing. This is very natural. And I simply remember now when we're speaking about this, it was like really this, you can really say enjoying the pain, because of course
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to get rid of the pain, of the suffering, of the moments which are not comfortable. The beautiful things are beautiful. They are directly accepted. What an arrogance. I say yes to this and no to this. What a beautiful arrogance, right?
Yeah.
And then I was just playing with, okay, just this in loveness with the shit over and over and over again. And there is a point when you start to laugh about this. Of course, it's full on pain, crying. And then at the same time, it kind of skips into laughing, into neutrality. There is simply nothing left there. When you simply go as a practice, go through this. There is someone going through this, which is of course the story. And I really enjoyed this process. And then it was kind of done.
Great, beautiful.
A little bit psychology.
Sometimes it's like a total acceptance made by no one, because there is no one left. Yeah, it's an openness, spontaneous openness made by no one, of course.
Openness, and then it turns to an unpersonal openness, because there is like you said, there is just a thought of a me. Who is a me when you start to kind of think of it? Even it makes no sense at all.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, I like your experience. Great.
This is already non-dual. It's already not two.
Of course, yes. That's it.
Non-dual is not something, the wanting to get non-duality is already non-dual.
Yeah, yeah. It's already so.
It's already so.
Yeah.
So this is that. That is this already. So wanting to get it is this. This is it. It is this.
Yeah, yeah. Wonderful. I love the way you put it in words. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
So because, you know, in language, it's like wanting to get, you have wanting to get and then it. But it and this is,
Yes.
This was maybe in the story also this tricky loop thing, like being the observer of the observed, like this practice in order to become one. This is in this kind of strengthen this the distance and the separation.
Of course. There is a
which is also
seeming
just a story,
individuality.
which is also just a story, but beautiful. Everything is a story.
Yes, yes. Yes, there is a seemingly duality in searching enlightenment or trying to be the witness of something else. But in the end, also in that case, it's this.
yes, exactly.
There is no escape.
There is no escape.
Exactly.
And when it's hurt, and it's done.
Oh, yeah.
But it's done already. There is no difference if hearing this or not hearing this.
Of course.
A difference is only arising for someone. If there is no one,
yes,
what to say? Wow, boom.
Yeah, you know, sitting and talking and watching to Claus and Rosa doesn't need anything. This doesn't care. This has no likes. It doesn't move. It doesn't compare. It doesn't seek. This doesn't seek. This talking with Claus and Rosa doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't bring anything and it doesn't need anything already. It's already just this.
And the beauty, and I love to say also the magic, is simply that this is happening. Apparently, this is so beautiful.
Yeah, apparently.
This is
exactly.
This is the celebration of life.
Yes. Beautiful words. You said it perfectly. And if even if you don't say it perfectly, it's just this.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Sorry.
Oh.
Whatever happens is just this. So even if here we talk about nonsense, it's just this.
Exactly. It's already the case.
There is simply no neediness in the whole thing. There is this this directness of what is.
Yeah.
No matter what. Commenting this, not commenting this. Loving this, not loving this, hating this. Making sense of this, not making sense of this. Wanting to get it, not to get it. Hating this, loving this, everything beautiful. Free.
Yeah. Also the preoccupation of being in a Zoom meeting, it's just this.
Yes.
Oh, this is my first time in a Zoom meeting about non-duality.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the first time. And so I was like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe. But also these thoughts arising spontaneously, are just this.
Beautiful.
Of
Yes.
course, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Innocently, yes. Anything may appear to happen. Getting nervous, not knowing what to say. When I
Going to
speak the
take a
right
glass of
words.
water and
Yeah.
being in 2 minutes back.
Okay.
Even having technical problems with the Zoom is this already. But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's what you are saying. Anything may arise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being nervous, not knowing what to say, not understanding, whatever. There's no stopping. There's no escape.
Mhm.
There's already no you behind this.
Oh, yes.
Somewhere hidden doing this. And